Man, what a crazy day in the world of professional wrestling, am I right, people? Which is Saturday, September 13th of 2025, right? You got Andrade released from the WWE World Wrestling Entertainment, obviously. I mean, that's about it, but still, man, just a very bizarre day, to say the least. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Lucas E. Allen Productions on YouTube and all audio platforms. The Lucas E. Allen Show. With your Monday Night Raw, September 8th, 2025 review. Today being Saturday, September 13th, 2025. I know, it's 5 days later, you have your Monday Night Raw. You're not your AEW Dynamite review for September 10th of 2025. Now your Friday Night SmackDown, September 12th of 2025. It's your Monday Night Raw review for this week. Before I get into it, follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, Lucas E. Allen. Watch on YouTube, click the like button on today's podcast. Hit the subscribe button if you've done so already, and turn on the bell for post notifications as well. You can also leave a comment if you think of Monday Night Raw for September 8th of 2025. If you're also on YouTube, I also did a YouTube video today discussing the breaking news of Andrade being released from the WWE. Did that earlier today, so go check it out about like 4.5 hours before the time it's recording. 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is uploaded on YouTube. It's not going to be uploaded any audio platform because, like I said, just want to stick those types of videos to strictly to YouTube to say at least. I'll be doing more of those in the coming weeks and months to say at least as well. Watch it on Spotify. Leave me a 5-star rating. Also comment when you think of Monday Night Raw for September 8th of 2025. I almost keep botching September, man, the month. I discussed this, whatever, man. Let's get right into your Monday Night Raw, September 8th of 2025. Discuss the Usos. Jimmy and Jey Uso start the show with a promo. Eventually, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker erupted. And basically a WrestlePalooza match, tag team match with the Usos. And to be taking on Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. So we're going to discuss that. Austin AJ Styles defeats El Grande Americano. But Styles doing basically like a commercial break of this show. Yeah, I believe like a work shoot promo, honestly, during a commercial break. We'll be discussing that briefly in depth a little bit. I'll be discussing Raquel Rodriguez defeats Lyra Valkyria, and I cannot believe that fucking outcome. You know, I like Raquel. Raquel is starting to grow on me a lot. I'm thinking she's not getting pinfalls or left and right, it feels like. But at the expense of Lyra Valkyria making her Raw return after facing Becky Lynch at SummerSlam, I believe, or at least her in-ring return at SummerSlam, when she lost to Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. We'll discuss that, though. AJ motherfucking Lee made her first appearance on Monday Night Raw in over 10 years, and I love this promo, man. By the way, she came out with the Women's Intercontinental Championship, this belt currently holds by Becky Lynch. Basically stole that title on SmackDown, I believe, post the show and everything. I absolutely fucking love it. That's AJ Lee's type character, man. She's something that she'll be doing that type of shit, man. I fucking love AJ Lee back on television. It's fucking great, man. The storylines and a dream match should be times to be getting like Roxanne Perez and AJ Lee. I mean, sign me the fuck up when that ever happens, man. Should be at WrestleMania, man. Hopefully 42, not 43 in Saudi Arabia, man. That'd be fucking ridiculous, but whatever, man. It is what it is. Me discussing that. Rusev defeats Penta. Boring. Discussing Asuka defeats Nikki Bella. And very shocking outcome. I didn't think Asuka was going to beat Nikki. But Nikki Bella also tapped out to the Asuka lock, man. That was interesting to say the least. Not the greatest of matches, though. We're going to discuss that, though. Good old-fashioned Vision main event with Bronson Reed defeating LA Knight in the main event. Boring stuff. So this is all in today's podcast. Glad you're enjoying it, maybe. As I was going to say, it's this week's Monday Night Raw, September 8th, 2025 review. Lucas E. Productions on YouTube and all audio platforms, the Lucas E. Allen Show. Starting with, you guessed it, Jimmy and Jey Uso start the show with a promo. On the heels of an apparent reunion, Jimmy and Jey Uso kicked off Monday Night Raw this week. Before the Usos could say much of anything, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed of the Vision interrupted. The heels attacked the leaving twins like Roman Reigns, who was still sidelined with the Division's attack at Clash in Paris. The Usos cut a united front, laying down a challenge for the match for Monday night. which the heels declined and instead wanted for WrestlePalooza. LA Knight then attacked Reed and Breaker King Chaos ensued, and the babyfaces stood tall to close the segment. Formulaic fucking Monday Night Raw start to your show. Division or the Usos or Jey Uso and whatever. And eventually it leads to a fucking match later in the night. It really was. It wasn't really Usos and Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, but then it was also LA Knight and Bronson Reed. Good old vision stuff to end your show and start your show, like I said. This gets a B-. So it's not bad per se. Like, there was a lot worse things on the show, but still not great whatsoever. Fucking boring. Nothing else to discuss here, honestly, man. Let's discuss. That's everything I did here, honestly. That's all I did. Fucking boring ass starts here. Monday Night Raw, September 8th of 2025. This show's been fucking boring lately, man. Times 1,000. Moving on to AJ Styles. I'm going to discuss right now, honestly. AJ Styles defeats El Grande Americano. Gave it a C+. And by the way, before the match started, AJ Styles had a work shoot promo about basically, like, count on the days of his contract status, being a big Fightful Select report, like, AJ's contract will be up in February 2026, so there you go. They played that, involved also retirement, was losing away for AJ Styles. I like that, honestly. I kind of like that. I didn't mind that whatsoever, in all honesty. I mean, that's nothing like major per se. It's only like the first week of this stuff, so it's like too much stuff to say at least. But AJ Styles is probably a pointless match, though. Defeats El Grande Americano, gave it a C+. Decent match, I just don't care. Glad to see AJ picking up a W, and it's always great in my book. But still, man, what the fuck was this boring show? Boring, motherfucking boring. As most of these Monday Night Raws and Friday Night SmackDowns and AEW Dynamites have been, man. It's fucking sad, man. 2025 wrestling is all about fucking money grabs and fucking bullshit stuff, to say the least. Creatively, to say the least. On to another C+. Raquel Rodriguez, one members of the Judgment Day, defeats Lyra Valkyria. Another, like I said, C+. Nothing to this. Raquel gets a much-needed victory to her. The Lyra Valkyria came back in her first in-ring match, I believe, since SummerSlam, which she lost to Becky Lynch in that street for a no disqualification match for a women's IC title, but still. This also, like I said, gets a C+, and fucking boring as boring can be, bro. I'm starting to grow on Raquel a little bit, and I always like Lyra. Lyra's fucking great. But still, man, I just don't care for this. How am I supposed to care, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Paul Levesque? I can't. I seriously cannot care for this fucking match, to say the least. What is this for? There's nothing involved with this. There's no more contention for the women's IC title. Obviously, Lyra's not going to defend the title anytime soon. After she lost, obviously, at SummerSlam, and then at the championship match, it was a final shot against Becky Lynch as champion, but still. Nothing for the women's world title, and by the way, I gotta mention this. Stephanie Vaquer appeared on NXT this week. Well, she has a match for WrestlePalooza against Io Sky in an epic big-time match for the WWE Women's World Championship. Where the fuck was her and Io? Where were they? The fuck are we doing here, Triple H? I get it. Io and Stephanie's going to be a phenomenal match for WrestlePalooza. And yeah, no shit, Sherlock. No shit. But still, man, he needs to build up at least some sort of credible feud around it. Hunter's not doing anything. At least some sort of effort put in whatsoever. And I can't stand it because it's the big-time stream match of Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer. Fuck are you doing, bro? Instead of Stephanie appear on NXT. I know it's NXT Homecoming this Tuesday night. This coming Tuesday night, but still, man, who the fuck cares about NXT, honestly? I know we're trying to first false anniversary in this week's show, but whatever, man, it is what it is. Boring, like I said, Raquel Rodriguez and Lyra Valkyria. C+ is your grade. No, the only big time good stuff on the show is not even close. The best thing by far on the show. AJ motherfucking Lee returns on Monday Night Raw. First time in over 10 years. AJ Lee made her first Raw appearance in over a decade, just over a decade because it was 2015 she left, drawing a huge reaction from the fans in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, as she skipped to the ring wearing the Women's Intercontinental Championship Becky Lynch holds currently. But she's obviously at least still on SmackDown, I believe, post the show and everything, as I said in the intro at the top of this podcast. She says, and I quote, "Kept you waiting, huh? Gee, don't say, AJ." She said, drawing a chant, "Welcome back," for those of you who weren't here 10 years ago and aren't sure why. Your millennial parents were just very excited last Friday night. Lee starts her promo, injecting her personality immediately. Lee recapped the last decade of her life, including going to therapy, to which the fans chant, "Therapy, therapy, therapy." I kind of like that, honestly, because I go to therapy every fucking week, man. Mental health therapy, at least. Don't you talk about that, but whatever, man. Don't you talk about that, but it is what it is. I go to therapy, though. Mental health, though. Whatever. To say at least. I don't just talk about that, like I said, though. She talked about watching Raw for the first time in over a long time and seeing CM Punk in the same ring as Becky Lynch, who belittled him. This brought out Becky Lynch in general, who's trash-talked the fans, cut down Punk, and took exception to Lee wearing her title. Lee then challenged Lynch to get her championship, to which Lynch responded by referring to her as a Jersey trash bag weirdo. Interesting to say at least there. She questioned where Punk was, claiming he was hiding behind his wife, and called for a hot husband. Interesting stuff from saying by Becky Lynch. Rollins joined Lynch to allies to you both suck chants. Jeez, man. He suggested Lee to give the title back, to which the return stars said she can give Lynch another black eye, or the heels champions could meet her and Punk in a tag team match. Rollins attempted to take the title back, but found himself cut off by Lee. CM Punk then joined the fray and set Rollins up for a GTS, only for Rollins to narrowly escape and join his wife at ringside. Frustrated, he accepted the challenge for the match at WrestlePalooza. Eventually, AJ Lee gave the championship right back to Becky Lynch as well. Love this fucking segment. Absolutely love this match. I'm gonna love the match, hopefully, knock on wood. Should be. It's AJ Lee and Becky Lynch, and also Seth Rollins and CM Punk, obviously. Should be fucking great. I'm looking for basically the best thing. I'm not even close on WWE television. And I gotta be honest, Seth Rollins has a lot better chemistry with Becky Lynch than he ever did with Paul Heyman. It seems like Seth Rollins is the type of guy that's not like a Paul Heyman type guy. He's not that whatsoever. The only reason why he would pair with Rollins is because obviously the stuff that's set by WrestleMania 4 with Roman Reigns and CM Punk, obviously. That's the only thing. Which I loved them, he in a moment there and down with the term, obviously, with Reigns and Punk by Paul Heyman. I loved that joining with Rollins. It was actually really great. But stuff after that was the highlight, man. And then nothing happened afterward with those two men. They don't have great chemistry whatsoever either, though. But at least I love the stuff with Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. I love the feud also with CM Punk, and now implicating AJ Lee with this. And for WrestlePalooza, I'm like, my God, man, this is going to be fucking great, man. AJ Lee, first match back in a mixed tag match with CM Punk against Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Sign me the flying fuck up, man. That's me fucking big time for Indianapolis, Indiana. You lucky bastards in Indianapolis, to say the least. Big fucking fight feel with that match, to say the least. Only one of the few things I'm looking for on that fucking card, by the way. That's my personal main event, not John Cena and Brock, which was obviously confirmed yesterday, I believe, at Joe Tessitore. I get it, John Cena's in his final match against Brock Lesnar, I understand that. The segment did no favors on Friday, and I want to get to the SmackDown review eventually, probably tomorrow. I'll be a double upload review day with Dynamite and SmackDown, but whatever, man, let's discuss that then. But this segment was freaking great, man, gave us a fucking A. By far, and I mean by far, the best thing on the fucking show, man. And it goes to show you how fucking phenomenal AJ Lee is still even in 2025. Fucking great. This gets an A, and by far the best thing on the show. It's not even close. The second best thing was a B-, man. It wasn't for AJ Lee, probably best thing would be a B-. Moving on, though, to more filler, though. Rusev defeats Penta. A big fat C. How am I supposed to care for this? How am I supposed to care here, Paul Levesque? Generally asking the honest questions here. Rusev and Penta are great pro wrestlers. This didn't make me do any favors for anything involved? No, it wasn't a big banger of a match, though. Wasn't that whatsoever. Shall I move on? Shall I move fucking on a big fat fucking C? On to more C's. Asuka defeats Nikki Bella. Like I said, another big fat C. I'll be honest, boys and girls, I'm a Nikki Bella fan. I love Nikki. I love Asuka. I love them both. Take a lot of fun being a Nikki Bella fan too, by the way. But still, man, did you care about this? I like that Nikki put over Asuka, and she looked better in this match, sort of, against Becky Lynch at Clash in Paris, a little bit, honestly, but still. Not by much, and I'm getting probably Nikki and Asuka next week. I hope to God Nikki does not beat Asuka by them, whatever, man. Actually, no, is Rhea facing Asuka? I don't even fucking know, people. That's how meaningless this shit is. I'm only curious when the Asuka and Kairi Sane heel turn is going to happen on Io Sky. Would it happen on WrestlePalooza? I don't fucking know, man. This gets a big fat C, though. A big fat fucking C. In a row. 2 in a row, like I said, man. Alright, moving on to your main event. Bronson Reed defeats LA Knight, and after the match, the Vision members of Reed and Breaker, Braun Breaker maybe, beat down Knight, and after the match until Jimmy Uso, rushed down to the ring to make the save. He ate a spear, though, as the heels regained the upper hand. Jey Uso then took the fight to the heels, appearing to clear them out, but ultimately suffering another spear as well. Knight made the save with a steel chair and helped Jimmy to his feet, only to find himself on the receiving end of a spear from Jey Uso, who drew boos and overheard telling his brother, "We good now," end quote. Gave it a C+. Now, formulaic main event. By the way, I kind of am interested in this potential Jey Uso heel turn. My God, man, with a fucking t-shirt, man. The Yeet Man might be not a no Eat Man. I don't fucking know, man. Would Jey Uso really turn heel? Being over with the crowd with the Yeet seat stuff, even though it's kind of fallen off a little bit, obviously. I don't know, man. It should be interesting. You see, this I might be interested in. Didn't need an LA Knight and Bronson Reed match. Also, Bronson Reed being LA Knight. Did not need to see that whatsoever. But it is what it is, man. This might be semi-interesting, though. This might be it might not be the biggest thing. I mean, at least more things, more implications for WrestlePalooza. Like, let's just say Reed and Breaker beat the Usos. Does Jey turn his back on Jimmy? Just like Jimmy turned his back on Jey at SummerSlam 2023 in Tribal Combat? I don't know, man. Should be interesting. That might be interesting to me. And Jey Uso, slowly but surely, has become like Roman Reigns back in the bloodline, the OG bloodline, back in the heel Roman Reigns days. Slowly but surely, he's being like that. It's like type Roman Reigns. I don't know if it's going to maybe it became Roman Reigns back to television. I don't know, man. Shall be interesting to say the least. Masters main event gets a C+. So formulaic fucking Monday Night Raw main event, though. Division and LA Knight, some sort of LA Knight, Usos, or Roman Reigns, whatever, bro. You name it. This gets a C+ as the overall show for Monday Night Raw, September 8th of 2025, is a B-. That is your Monday Night Raw, September 8th, 2025 review on Lucas E. Allen Productions on YouTube and all audio platforms, the Lucas E. Allen Show. And thank you all for watching Lucas E. Allen Productions on YouTube and all audio platforms, Lucas E. Allen Show, with your Monday Night Raw, September 8th of 2025 review. Taping Saturday, September 13th of 2025. And hopefully tomorrow, knock on wood. Big time loud knock there to say at least. I can have 2 uploads, hopefully, like I said, and knock on wood, I'm not going to do it again. With your AEW Dynamite September 10th of 2025 review. God, was that show fucking boring as fuck or what, people? And also your Friday Night SmackDown September 12th of 2025 as well. Review as well. Until next time, and trust me, that is a fucking voice crack almost in the podcast, go figure. Until next time, and trust me, definitely be nice to everybody. Peace and love, everybody. I am out. Take care. Love you all big time, to say the least.